Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Final Fantasy draft here on the channel. We're battling it out today without a great rare to work with. Summon Brynhilder, might even wheel. It's not terrible, but it's just the fact that it goes away so quickly means that it's oftentimes not going to be a card that you want to take early because you play it early, it replaces itself kind of, it hits them like once, gives one thing haste. It's just, there's better cards to take. Counterspell, for example, is a very strong card, fits really nicely into control decks, or really just any blue deck. Double blue, sometimes you have to be heavy blue to make that work. Sometimes you can't cast it until the mid stages of the game because you just have one island in your opener, but it's a great card. And then I love Torgal of Finehound. This card is absolutely stellar. I think I'm going to take it out of this pack. When you play this on turn 2, you win a very high number of games. And even in the mid-turns, it's still fine. Makes your humans a little bigger. There's plenty of humans in the set. I think Torgal is a great way to start a draft. Thinking about what's going to wheel, we're probably going to wheel this Scout, though we won't want to put that in. Sometimes you wheel Chocobo Kicks out of strong packs. That pack's not particularly great, though. It's funny because I think it's incorrect probably to take Rydia here, but I really do want to play Red Green at some point in this format. And it's the one archetype that I haven't played. And there's 2 Summon Brynhilders, which is a really good card with Rydia. So I'm tempted to just dive into Red Green and just see if we can make it work. And yeah, let's do it. Red Green, here we go. Okay, now there is a pick 3 battle menu. There's also a Suplex. Suplex is a great removal spell. We're happy to take that here. There's also a Gubu Gardener. This is going to be more of an experimental draft just to try and make Red Green work. Ooh, this is the perfect home for side quest Raise a Chocobo. The Chocobos are most concentrated in red and green, and this is a perfect card as a result. We are seeing a lot of white-blue signals, but red-green's often open because nobody wants to draft it, so we'll see if we can make that happen. Commune with Beavers we could play as like more consistency on finding our Rydias, finding our Torgals. We'll see if the Summon Brynhilders wheel, because those are really good with Rydia. Other decks don't often want them, but people sometimes snap them up just because they're rares, which is totally fine. Bard's Bow would be fine for our deck, but we will just take this. Oh, baby. I love Red Green Land. This is a crazy pack. Sephiroth's Intervention, Dragoon's Wyvern. We could have had 2 Magitech Infantries. Don't think about the deck that could have been. Think of the deck that will be. Queen Brane. Because I've played every color combination except Red Green. And I've drafted this format so many times at this point. And Red Green's one of those ones where you're like, okay, I want to play it. I want to play it at least once. And when you go Torgal into Rydia, that's a fine start. It might have been, if we'd started off with a counterspell, we would have had a really sweet like blue-black control deck, or probably blue-white. I think we would have taken up the Magitech Infantry. That was a card that I saw earlier. Call Them Out Chocobo seems really good for this deck, plays well with the side quest. If we can flip that, we'll be pretty happy. Now another Call Them Out Chocobo. We're going to be calling all the Chocobos, hitting all of our land drops, making all these birds. It's going to be sweet. There's nothing else to consider here. This is not a Grand Pulse Ochu deck. This is much better in defensive decks than aggressive decks. It trades with everything, but at the same time, it trades with everything. Okay, so now we're going to take Guadasalam, I think. Ignis is fine, but we're trying to just be a red-green deck. And sometimes Guadasalam can... Maybe we'll see his card we want to really splash. Cactuar. Maybe this is the time to try the Cactuar. We just try all of the bad cards. Bad cards. We'll see if we wheel the... Summon Brynhilders. We do not, but we did wheel Chocobo Kick, which is not that big of a surprise, but fits perfectly in our deck. Sad we're not going to get the Summon Brynhilder, but that's okay. Chocobo Kick is better for us anyway. Cactuar is a good combo with Summon Brynhilder, which is another reason I took it, because giving this thing haste means it gets to hit them twice. Okay. I see how they're doing it. We'll be fine. We wield the Gardener. Crazy. We could also take the Baron Airship. I don't know if this is a Gardener deck, though. Well, we have some ramp elements. We have some stuff that cares about hitting land drops. So Gardener is probably better than a speculative card for a potential splash. We're not really trying to splash anyway. The Beavers, okay. I'm a little bit... It's funny. Brynhilder wheels a decent amount of the time, so I'm a little bit disappointed it didn't wheel. But we've got kind of exactly what we were looking for. These are the cards that you play when you are playing a red-green deck. Rydia is so super strong. We've got a couple of ramp elements. We have ways to hit our land drops, so we'll just take some top-end cards down and be pretty happy about it. We've got potential splash outs, but we don't really want to splash. We're trying to do like the red-green thing, and not splashing is kind of a part of that. Okay, we'll take another Beavers. Help us find our Rydia more often. But yeah, red-green's one of those decks. I wouldn't advise drafting it the way I'm drafting it right now, where we were kind of like, okay, we're going to drive the red-green thing. I'd much more advise being like, okay, that is worth splashing. That is definitely a card we can splash. Yeah, this card's good. This card's good, but like, Kuja wins the game by itself. We have plenty of spells. Yeah, we'll just take Kuja. We're still gonna be red-green though. Don't worry. And yeah, you can cast it with Torgal. It's even a human. Yeah, easy pick of the Kuja here. We're already playing the communes to find our good cards. But yeah, red-green's one of those decks. Ooh, there's a Geisal Greens, Prompto Argentum. We're going to wheel the GF Ifrit, and we will play it because of the Rydia, I think. It's one of those cards. It's not good enough on its own, but if you have a Rydia, it gets a lot better. If we don't get any other sagas, that is. Yeah. I think Geisal Greens might wheel. We'll take Prompto. It hits pretty hard. Plays well with the Call the Mountain Chocobos. And now there's a Diamond Weapon. There's also Balam T-Rexor. I think this is an easy Balam T-Rexor. We don't really fill the graveyard for Diamond Weapon. The life gain could be good against certain matchups. I think this is going pretty well. We're already splashing, so we could try to splash Cloud of Darkness as well. But I am trying to just be mostly red-green. It's just Kuja's so strong that we kind of have to take it if we're like actually claiming to be trying to win. Yeah, we'll take the Crossroads Village. Helps us splash the Kuja. Yeah, overall, I think this draft is going pretty well. All of our cards are pretty solid. Like, we don't have any bad cards in the deck except Cactuar, which we probably won't have to play. And we're really going to get to see how this deck plays out. This pack is falling apart, though, a little bit. We'll take the world map now. Help with our splash. I mean, blue is looking pretty open. Fifth pick eject in pack 2 is pretty great. Gigantode is pretty interesting. I like to experiment, though. I always have loved experimenting, trying all the different decks. Let's just put our removal spells in a pile over here. Pretty good 2-drops. Cactuar is definitely not making the cut. Now there's a Bard's Bow, which I like. Blazing Bomb plays well with the call, but other than that, not really. The Bard's Bow is a card you're totally happy playing. It's totally fine. Just does everything you want. We're going to have plenty of land drops in this deck with the 2 Call the Mountain Chocobos. So we should be able to hit like every land drop pretty much. I think this side quest might even be able to flip sometimes. Ooh, Reach the Horizon. I think we'd rather have Sorceress's Schemes or Airship Crash even. But Sorceress's Schemes, getting back a call, getting back a Chocobo Kick. Seems like a reasonable card for us. Prompto. Sure, we'll take a second Prompto. We don't really want to play 2 Promptos because if you drop both those, you're kind of unhappy with it. We'll take it over Grand Pulse Ochu, I think. We're going to cut the Cactuar. We would love a Summon Fat Chocobo. Definitely snapping up the Balam T-Rexor on the wheel, no less. That's crazy. It's funny because every deck has good matchups and bad matchups. The thing about red-green is its good matchups are less frequent, but like if we play against like a aggressive deck, we can definitely go like slightly over the top of them and then just win by just playing Balam T-Rexor on turn 6 every game. Like that's something that can happen. We can also win games by playing Kuja. We have the Crossroads Village. We have the World Map. Both of those are going to help us splash black. That's like 3 black sources there. Geisal Green's wheeled as I expected it to. We have the side quest. Like getting to flip a side quest, raise a Chocobo would be such a huge achievement. I've never seen this card flipped ever. So we have Geisal, side quests. We have 2 Call the Mountain Chocobos. It could definitely happen. Ooh, we wheeled Cloud of Darkness. That's pretty sweet. I mean, if they're telling you to splash the black card, they're telling you to splash the black card. So we already have a few black sources already. We might as well get an extra one in there. It's a shame our lands don't really cooperate. We're not going to play the Scout. Scout is horrific. Okay, pack 3. Pick one. I'm just going to take the town. Fire Magic's actually pretty interesting, though all of our creatures die to Fire Magic, so this is really not a Fire Magic deck. World Map. Town Greeter is pretty reasonable, but not really for our deck. We're going to hit our land drops thanks to like Call the Mountain Chocobos and stuff. There is another Call the Mountain Chocobo. I think we were getting those ones really late in pack when we were like wheeling them, so I think we should be fine to just take this land here. It gives us an extra black source for our 2 black cards. And yeah, we really just want to be a red-green deck here just to really experience the deck. And so we don't want to go too deep on the splash, but we still want to make sure our 2 splash cards are pretty supported. We We have a decent number of permanents, right? I think. I don't know. We'll see if we end up wanting to splash Cloud of Darkness. Well, we're doing the Chocobo thing. Let's do the Chocobo Racetrack. Let's do it. Let's do it. With 2 Call the Mountain Chocobos, Chocobo Racetrack becomes a real card that you can put in your deck and be pretty happy with. And, yeah. We might even wheel the 3rd one, so that's pretty good as well. There's a Blitzball shot, which might wheel. I think we're just going to take another Cloud of Darkness. It's not actually very good in our deck. Not a lot of permanents going to the graveyard. A lot of our cards are token makers and stuff. But, like, what else are we taking here? Like, Warrior Sword? We do not care about that at all. Blitzball shot, maybe, but I don't love it. All our big creatures are fine anyway. Okay, Light of Judgment. Get ourselves a kill spell. We only have the 2 right here. Maybe I should put them more easily seen. So getting a 3rd kill spell is pretty nice for us. Now, Tifa's Limit Break is interesting, but I think Town Greeter is now better. Because now Town Greeter mills for Cloud of Darkness reasons, and we have these 3 flashback spells. So having it 1 Town Greeter seems pretty good. Fatal Push, Summoner's Grimoire, both okay. I mean, this card's terrible, but like I think it might be okay in this deck. Fatal Push isn't really a card you splash. Tifa's Limit Break, but yeah, this is an easy Town Greeter, I think. And then another Chocobo Kick. Chocobo Kick is super good in our deck because we have cards that care about the lands, like Choco Racetrack. Blitzball Shot came back. Let's just do an assessment of this deck. This is our current number of cards we're playing. We're going to cut 1 card, probably Commune with Beavers. Every card we cut will probably be a Commune with Beavers. Or a land, because we have 2 mana dorks, which is oftentimes I have 2 mana dorks, I'll cut a land. Especially with a world map. Yeah, I probably will play the Commune. Ooh, Red Green Land. That's huge. That's a great pickup. So the thing is Red Green Land might not seem like it helps with the splash, but it does, because if I put a swamp in my deck, having a Red Green Land helps offset that. Ooh, we wheeled Town Greeter again. There's also another Call the Mountain Chocobo. We wheeled Town Greeter, though. It plays well with the Cloud. Yeah, I think Town Greeter is going to be great in this deck. The more I think about it. I do like Call the Mountain Chocobo here, though. I think it's just Town Greeter with Cloud of Darkness is super good. And I will be able to cut lands now. And 2 Cloud of Darkness, you really want to make sure you have some self-mill on those. So. Yep. Okay, sure. We'll take the Omega. This card honestly might be okay in our deck if we were splashing there, but. Such a late Magitek Infantry. What a crime. What a crime. We didn't get any sagas to go with this. Kind of wild. It's still a good card, though. So there's 4 here, so that means it's 15. So we have to find 1 more. Cut. Ooh, Tifa's Limit Break is a good card for us, maybe. I think a couple combat tricks go a long way in this sort of deck. Though you do want more permanents to go with Cloud of Darkness, so maybe we just cut the combat tricks a little bit. We'll have to see. Okay, so we're splashing 3 black cards. We only want to play 1 swamp. And that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4 black sources. 4.5 because Torgal can tap for black. Okay, maybe we can play a second swamp. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5 blacks. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5 black sources. That's definitely enough. We have 6, 7, 8, 9 green sources. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red sources. Okay. Okay, we're gonna cut Tifa's Limit Break. Easy peasy. We're gonna play 1 less land. Gonna cut this land as well. Six, 7, 8, 9. This is another land. So now we have how many lands? We have 2, 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, kind of 17 lands. Plus 2 mana dorks, plus a lot of ways to hit extra land drops. Yeah, we can cut another land. This is 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 lands, kind of. Plus 2 town greeters. Yeah, this gives me 6, 7, 8, 9 green, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red. We're going to... The side quest Raise a Chocobo might actually get there. And I kind of want to see it happen. But it's kind of a bad card. Other than that. And then we will just cut the Commune with Beavers. Okay, sweet. This should be an interesting build. I'm excited to see how it does, making Rydia our poster child, of course. I'll see you in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos, if you've enjoyed all of the special guests I've been able to bring on, if you find my videos entertaining, educational, hopefully a combination of everything, Patreon is the way to give back to the channel, help me make more videos, and also gain access to cool bonus content that's going to help you in your drafts, like my card-by-card tier list and my format thoughts document. I put a lot of work into these, and I think they are really helpful resources for you. And you're also helping keep the channel thriving. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a huge difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to another round. And by another round, I mean round 1. We'll keep this. Does make me wish I had another swamp, though. We have a lot of ways to dig for it, too. Okay. Immediately regretting not taking Magitech Infantries. Those cards kind of embarrass our deck, which is kind of funny. I think they mulliganed. We will play our Geisal Greens. Get that one out there. We'll force them to activate. What are we going to find? Ooh, Gubu Gardener is actually pretty good here. I think we need to take the black source. Our Cloud of Darkness ain't looking great. It ain't looking great for it. Okay, they only had 2 Magitechs. That's good. Or they drew their other one. Okay, it's a little dicey. All my creatures being tokens is really coming back to bite me, because Cloud of Darkness just killing something would be really good here, but I can't actually do that. Maybe I did need to take the Gubu Gardener. That's a great draw. That's such a good draw. Oh my gosh. Okay. Play land. I can start discarding key things. Okay, so that's a little bit better. So now we play land, discard land, Cloud of Darkness, kill their White Mage's Staff. Bard's Bow, okay. Play land, discard land, see what we draw. Chocobo Racetrack, eh? Okay, okay, okay. Well, this is a little dicey, but we're going to do it this way now. We've changed course. Oh, this is so perfect for us. Oh, this is so perfect. So we go to 1. Play Cloud of Darkness. Kill this thing. Okay, so we definitely block here and use our Blitzball shot. Yep. So we're at 1. Huge. Okay. Maybe I did that badly, because like flipping this thing would be pretty decent. Okay. Okay, lots of dangerous creatures coming out from them. Ditch the world map. Draw a fresh card. Oh, that's huge. That's such a good draw. Get our 4th creature into play. Cloud of Darkness, if it trades off with something, we are feeling good. Weapons vendor. Oh, no. That's going to have to die. That thing's going to make all their equipment so easy to use. Where's the Bard's Bow going? Oh, they're not using Bard's Bow? What the? It's a bit weird. Easy block. They're going to kill Cloud. Yep. Perfect. Kill that guy 100%. Play this guy. Send for... Send in for 2. We're going to have to start pressuring them a little bit. Zach Fair. Oh, no. That's a really good draw, because then they can equip up Zach Fair and then just move the thing over. It's like, oh, gosh. Oh, really? I would love it if you attacked. Okay. So if they sacrifice their Zach, I'm okay with that. Because basically I can move my Bard's Bow around to make it a little easier for myself. No, that's going to be real tough for me. Though I do have the Bard's Bow, which is a little easier. Okay. Okay, we're going to take this so we can gain the 2 life, which is actually a game changer. Play land. Ditch the village. Oh. Oh, indeed. Well, that's interesting. So they have enough mana to equip Bard's Bow to their 2/1 flyer, or they can equip the flyer to this giant thing. So I'm gonna have to chump block. Send in with our guy again. They are gonna move the lance over. Riddy is giving us a lot of inevitability here, though, to some degree. Adelbear, are you kidding me? Okay, they just keep cold dripping the nuts, so it's going to be possible to win this game with that happening, but gosh darn it. If I mill 4 cards, I'm going to deck myself. I'll just discard this card to something later. Gosh darn it. If they hadn't drawn Adelbear, I think we might have... No, we were still in trouble here. They have too many equipments. Their inevitability beats my inevitability because I didn't draw my Kuja at any point. I mean, this is just a weird game. They had a lot of... Like, all these equipments are really a problem for me. I don't have a good answer to that. Yeah. If they hadn't had Dragoon's Lance and a bunch of Lifelinkers, Dragoon's Lance was a real good draw from them. Wow, they're attacking with everything. That's actually crazy. That's so good for me. Oh man, we're not quite enough. Okay, yeah, we can't actually make we could chump block with Riddy, but that's not gonna be good enough. Oh well. I didn't expect Red Green to be crazy good. If we can get to 3 or 4 wins, I'll be happy. So we still have opportunities. I'll see you next round. Welcome to another round. We have an excellent hand. If we draw 1 land, then Torgal into Kuja is probably going to win us the game. So, but yeah, we have a decent number of lands to draw. Ooh, yeah. We'll just play Torgal still, because if we draw a land, we're pretty happy. That last game, we got so owned by Magitech, it just killed our early guys, removed any sense of pressure. We'll get in for 5, why not? We could have played our Commune with Beavers, but we don't need to. We can wait until we have the Black Mages in play to use that. Ahriman, sure. Getting rid of the Death Toucher's fine. Okay, play this. Easily take the Bard's Bow. Kuja. Okay. I guess we could have... See, that's the thing. Sometimes it's worth just like suplexing an Ahriman so you can hit him with your 3/3 for a while. Maybe that would have been better. Dark Knight's Great Sword. Okay, this is working out splendidly, though. Okay, I think we want to go suplex, town greeter, attack them. We're going to deal 3 because we can sorceress' schemes to get it back at some point. This makes it 2/2 because of the Torgal. Gives me more options with my sorceress' schemes. Will hopefully hit me a land drop. 3. It does hit me the land drop. Let's go. And we are sending. Gosh. It's funny when you're playing one of these archetypes, you're like your standards of what you're looking for change a little bit. But like here we're gonna win. We're gonna sorceress' schemes, get back a spell, flashback sorcerer schemes. We already kind of have like 6 damage built in, unless they have a board wipe, which I guess they could. That would suck. But like you don't always win those games against board wipes anyway. I usually just like don't play around stuff as much in best of 1. Like if I don't know they have the 5 mana rare board wipe or whatever. If they have that, they get me. Good job. But I've got to like make good plays, play to my strengths here. Got Chocobo Kick as an option too with the sorceress' schemes. Galacat, sure. Okay. Get black suplex. Double ping. Boom! Got the win. Torgal is such a messed up card in the opening hand. That was awesome. See you next round. I did have fun. See you there. Welcome to another round. This is a keeper. We draw a land for the Kuja, we'll be happy. Or a Torgal or whatever. Chocobo turn 1 is scary for sure. Let's lead with Prompto, because that thing can definitely punch Asaz's Chocobo if we need to. on turn 2. Where we hope to draw a land. Beautiful, just what we needed. Okay. Got there. Like, we would have done that even if we hadn't drawn a land, but this just means we're not going to fall behind. Blue-green. Okay, Ignis. A little annoying. This card's really annoying when they play it on turn 3. Like, I really groan when I see it coming into play. Okay, come on, Town Greeter. Okay, we will take the town because we don't need to cycle anything. And so then we will attack them for 2. Yep. Ignis traded, did some stuff. This deck might not have as much removal, so Kuja could take over. We have a Sorcerer's Schemes in the graveyard, so getting rid of their graveyard hate makes a lot of sense. Wanderings, okay. Feels weird to trade your guy off now with this context. I'm definitely going to lead with Kuja here. Because then they just like pressure to like get a kill spell down instantly. A lot of the times with these cards, it's like a removal check in some ways in the early turns. In the late turns, sometimes you can like be like, okay, they clearly have this removal spell they've been sitting on. Maybe we'll wait. But like in the early turns, like they don't always have a removal spell. Like, yeah, they're drawing 4 cards here. If they don't draw a removal spell that can kill Kuja this turn, I can like make some serious progress. I mean, they probably will draw a removal spell. No, they don't. Okay, perfect. We hit a land drop. If they have the white removal spell that kills a tapped creature, they have it, but like they have so many cards in hand, I have to do as much damage as possible and then rely on these wizards that whatever wizards I have left standing at the end of the day to ping them out. Because yeah, they're probably just playing a blue-green deck with a little bit of extra removal spells. They're probably just using this for the town count upping. I've gotten half of their life total. And now I need to cast 5 non-creature spells. Very doable. Wandering Minstrel. Okay, that guy's got to die. What do they have in their hand? Just a bunch of lands and stuff? Gladiolus. Oh, I see, I see. That's a good card. If my Kuja lives this turn, they're just dead anyway, so I'm just going to play out my cards. Because, like, I cast 2 spells next turn easily. I just Sorcerer's Schemes back literally anything, and I win. So they have to have a removal spell for it this turn. Which they didn't have last turn, so I just imagine they would have played it with last turn, so... What can they possibly have here? I could even beat an Absolute Virtue, because Chocobo Kick can kill it. Omega, sure, they gain a bunch of life. Okay, that actually does kind of put a damper on things. It's a little frustrating. I don't love seeing that. They're up to 13. That thing gained them 7 life. Jeez Louise. Kuja's down. Kuja down. Kuja down. Okay, okay. Okay, we get a mana back. We can use this to exile their Omega. 3 more pings. No attacks. Another Omega. Okay, that's problematic. Q-Kern. Okay. Okay. We'll chump all we can. I'm just going to play Rydia here because I think we want to make sure we get maximum pinging out of here. Out of this jam. They've gained so much life. Oh, Zidane. Oh, Zidane, I hate you. Oh my gosh, that's so brutal. Oh gosh. Renoa. Okay, okay. So I can... They're going to gain 8. Two, 8, 9, 17. So I have to jump here. It is, yeah. 2, 8, 9, 17. Yeah, okay. Gosh, they got me. They went over the top. My Kuja was not enough. Zidane was so good here for them. My gosh. Just consistently missing land drops is a frustrating experience here. I mean, if this was a land here, I could have gone Chocobo Racetrack land, Geisal Greens. As it is, I'm a little bit toasted. Shucks. Yeah, this was not great. Maybe I should have just played the Lamti Rexor. Unfortunately, they gained literally 22 life this game, so I would have been able to get him if they hadn't had double Omega plus Zidane to take my Kuja. It's really stunning how it all worked out. Yep, we shall concede. Gosh darn it. They went over the top of me. I was so close to winning this game. So close indeed. Just too much life gain. The way things lined up was poor. If I'd been able to replay the Kuja immediately, them stealing it was really bad for me though. Okay, see you next round. Welcome to another round. We have to mulligan. We don't have a green source. That sucks. We'll keep this. Ditch a blitz ball shot or something. I think we're seeing the weakness of this strategy though, which is that you need to draw, like, you can't pressure them because your cards are too small to pressure them, but you need to play them to, like, make sure you can actually deploy your game plan. I don't even know. Like, we were close to winning that game, but it was pretty much just because of Kuja. If we hadn't had Kuja, like, imagine how that game would have gone. Actually, I'm going to get rid of Chocobo Kick. This thing can let us hit for some damage to actually, like, win the game, I think. Okay, there's Kuja. That's our only good card. Not our only good card. We got some solid cards. It's just, he's how we're winning our games, pretty much. Heck dies. Sure, we will ditch the Call the Mountain Chocobo. Actually, we'll ditch Blitzball Shot. Mulliganing against a Heck dies is the worst feeling. We couldn't keep our opener hand, though. Black-green's definitely going to be able to kill Kuja on sight, which is unfortunate. Soul Tie, perfect mana. No. Oh my gosh, they have the ninjutsu card. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe they have the... Oh no, the Precious Wanderings, okay. That would have been so funny. They have the Commander Ninjutsu card. Oh well. We are just jamming and hoping. It's not going to work, but it will be an attempt. This is just how you play Kuja on turn 4, I think, most of the time. In these situations, you're like, okay, if they have a kill spell, they're going to have a kill spell. They're not going to ever let... They know I have Kuja. It's always going to die. They might even Veins Treachery it. Chocobo Kick. Oh my gosh. The way this lined up was not great for me. I am doomed. But this is what you... The reason you experiment, so you can like see it for yourself. You're like, okay, my cards are just not lining up with their stuff at all. Like, this thing made me discard a card. They put a counter on it with this thing. I mean, I could be putting this card in my deck. Ultimacia. Oh my gosh, just the uncommon, the gap. I mean, Gladiolus and Rydia are pretty good cards. It's just, yeah. We did kind of dice up one of our opponents. And I'm glad we're getting this experience. We're getting to try out the cards. Trade it off. Prompto. Yep, not great. Not what we wanted there. Suplex. Medium card. I think Red's commons and uncommons just aren't as good as some of the other ones. Like, I mean, we're also playing Blitzball Shot Beaver, though, to be fair, we discarded the Blitzball. And the Beaver found us our Kuja, so it was kind of a win on that front. Our best cards are our black spells, which says something. Like, all of our splash cards are like... Some of our best spells. Okay, they're going to attack us. Surveil 2 more. This is not looking good for the home team here. Oh, they get rid of 2 lands. Yikes. Okay. Smuggler's Copter, sure. Land. Prompto. Chocobo Kick. Risking it for the biscuit on this one. Booyah. Nice. Suplex. Exile. Smuggler's Copter. We're in the game. Let's go. Somehow not dead yet. Oh, that's not good. It's funny because all their cards they're playing are like much better versions of what I could be playing. Okay. Play this. Search up a town so we'd have less tap lands in the deck. Get green mana. No attacks. Our Cloud of Darkness got marginally better. But Colosseum Behemoth just hits us for 7 twice and we're just dead, so that's not good. Huh. Yep. We need to draw one of our Balam T-Rexors. Gosh, we really wanted these cards. It's funny, I don't think Red Green was that open for us, but we were like wheeling Town Greeters and stuff. We were wheeling Chocobo Mountain guys, so maybe it was like at least a little open. A Town Greeter would be a good draw here. Yeah, okay, okay, I see you, okay. Play this, kill the Chocobo, and concede. Oh well. Well, we experimented, we tried, we battled, and sometimes you can't win them all, especially, I mean, we could have had a really sweet blue-white deck, Artifacts, I think, but I'm glad we experimented and tried this out because it was interesting to see how the deck plays out and why it's not particularly good. I mean, when your best card is your splashed card, like, we had a lot of totally solid cards. When we went Torgal into Kuja, our deck looked great. When we're playing, like, Side Quest, it's not particularly good. I mean, not wheeling the Summon Brynhilders did make Rydia a little bit worse, but that was not the reason we lost. Our cards just don't really work that cohesively to, like, be a powerful engine. Like, you can sometimes just, like, have a good draw lineup with your opponents, but, like, you don't feel like, oh, if we go to the late game, I'm winning. Or, oh, I can win before my opponents do their thing. It's like you're just kind of in the middle doing marginal stuff. And Call the Mountain Chocobo is probably maybe not even a good card for this deck, which is funny because you think it would be the card you want in this deck. But yeah, we learned a little bit, got to see the cards in action, and I hope you enjoyed watching me experiment a little bit more with this one. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time. Oh, also, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave #TheTest to let me know you made it to the end. That's going to do it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.